Start with an opening statement.
First of all, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Obviously, we have a lot to be thankful for. We have to remind ourselves of that. You're never as bad as you think you are. So we're not as bad as we're playing. We're never as good as you think you are. So we're not as good as we had started the season. So it's what you do in between. So we have work to do in between. So we'll get focused in on that.
And Coach, you guys got out to that 15-point lead in the first half. What kind of switched offensively that made it kind of stall there towards the end of the game in the second half in particular?
Well, and I'm glad you framed it that way, because for me it's not offense, it's defense. Is what switch could we have pulled to get stops? That's all. You're up 15. You just got to get stops, and I think that's the mentality that we have to flip to. 75 points is plenty of points to win. Early in the season, we were giving up 67, 68. Teams were struggling to get to 70, and we've gotten away from that now. I can talk about injuries. I can talk about guys being hurt. I can talk about guys being sick. I can do all that. It's just an excuse. At the end of the day, when it really hit the fan, I think what we saw were some discipline things that we have to correct. So we're going to focus in on correcting those.
And Jameer Simpson, another 20-point game today. What makes it so that he's so effective offensively for you guys and able to get to 20 points consistently?
Yeah, I mean, he can make in-between shots. I think he's really good at making those tough shots in the paint. And keeps you honest with at least a couple threes. Now, he didn't make one tonight. But his ability to put it on the floor and score in traffic, I think, really helps him get some of the numbers that he's putting up.
Coach, I know you only had 6 turnovers today.
Mm-hmm.
What is it going to take in the future to force more turnovers and turn that around?
Yeah, again, you're talking about defense, and I don't know if turnovers is exactly what's going to fix it. However, I think for us, we have to, 1, take better shots, and 2, get teams to take poorer shots, and that's not what we're doing. They're getting high percentage of looks. I mean, when you look at a stat sheet and you can see, 47%, things like that, and you're looking at our shooting percentages. It's about the types of shots, and I believe we're taking some tougher shots, and we have to get our opponents to take those same ones.
And JT Langston got his second start of the season today. Had 13 points for the game, 11 of them in the first half. What did you see from him getting that second start?
Yeah, nice job of picking us up. I mean, Sibley's not feeling his best. Hadn't practiced, but he played, obviously. It was good to see JT come in there and pick us up. Now, if we can get 2 halves of 11, that'd be awesome.
Coach, going into this long break, obviously you don't play again until January 4th.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do with the guys, to keep them ready, keep them in game shape?
Yeah, this is going to be a tough break for me personally, because I don't have a chance to get back in the gym. We're going to give these guys some time off. They need it. We got to get some guys healthy. Hopefully this break will allow us to do that. And then we really have to have a mentality of starting over, okay? We have to really take a look at some film. I'll be watching a lot of film, putting together a lot of clips to really show the positives, to show us what we were doing. I think I'm going to focus more on that end rather than, we know we're doing bad. And we're not gonna shy away from that, but we've got to get back to doing some of those positive things that we had been doing earlier.
Can you hit on some of those positive things from tonight?
Well, defensively, we're holding teams to in the 60s. And we were sharing the ball. I thought our shot selection was better. The types of shots by coming into the paint. We get the shots that we were getting early in the first half. Getting into the paint, playing off 2 feet, dropping to the floor, guys finishing with high percentage shots. Getting to the free throw line more. Against a team like Northern Arizona, when you look at free throws, I don't expect to see them with a lot of free throws made or even attempted, because they rely on perimeter shooting. But for us, we need to see free throws in the 20s. That means we're aggressive and we're going to the rim. So it's some of those things that we have to get back and highlight.